It's your girl Sharita. I just finished an appointment, action plan appointment for one of my new students starting soon. And I was just sitting here thinking about why in the world do we have so much technology in schools? Like, do we really need that much technology? At one point, it was like we're excited to hear that every student, every in school will have an iPad or will have a Chromebook. But now I'm thinking, like, is it really necessary? Why do we have so much technology in schools? Why do we have that when our kids don't know how to write? Our kids don't know how to read or spell, like do math and work out the math. You understand what I'm saying? Why do we have all these Chromebooks and these iPads and these calculators for our kids? What is the purpose? Okay, our kids should go back to notebook and pencil. All right, they should have the 5 subject notebooks, and for each subject they should flip to that subject and write their name and date and the subject to the top of the paper. Okay, and they should get to work. Pencil. Okay, we got to get back to this, because if our kids are struggling to read and struggling to write and do math, and they functioning well below their grade level, they need to be doing it every day, all the time. They need to be writing all the time. They need to be reading all the time. They need to be doing math all the time. They need to be taking notes all the time. But instead, they are in their Chromebooks. They are just barely having to type complete sentences as answers. Okay, and then they're spell check also. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like we need to go back old school and have our kids writing again. And that's how I do it in my program. My students, even though it's a virtual program, because I have students all over the country, they all have to come prepared with their notebook and their pencil and write their name and date at the top and be ready to write, okay, when they come to class. They all do. You'd be surprised how much growth happens academically and behaviorally with a notebook and a pencil, okay? It even improves focus. It even improves kids' focus, okay? When they have to write and they have to figure things out and they have to pay attention to their writing. They have to go back and make sure they wrote it correctly. They have to check their own spelling. They have to check their writing in the paragraph. They have to go back and check their answers, that they, wrote down the answers correctly. They have to go back and check the steps in their math, and they're using that pencil. This is the transformation for our kids, is in a pencil and a notebook. The transformation for our children is in a pencil and a notebook. Let's go back old school, y'all. We got this. Believe in yourself, believe in your child, honey. Always remember that growth is unlimited, and I love you. Peace.